Run, shoot, and blow out the bad guys. Business as usual for video gamers around the globe, but David Stevenson met some designers in Holland who are trying to change the rules of the game. That's our HotClick.
It's not your typical Silicon Valley-style startup.
What's going on, boys?
Welcome to the temporary headquarters of Streamline Studios, located just a few miles outside Amsterdam.
Best thing in the world, Dutch cheese. Behold the power of cheese.
22-year-old identical twin brothers Hector and Alexander Fernandez share their townhome with 8 code-writing colleagues. Their mission?
We save projects. You know, we started out in 2001 when people were thinking outsourcing. You know, you do that in software, you do that for call centers, but you don't do that in games.
In other words, when game makers like Gearbox and Eutechnics need help meeting deadlines, Streamline steps in.
It's small and everybody can contribute to the game that we're making and the ideas.
In fact, it's a little like the old .com days.
I started here as an intern about 14 months ago.
But the Streamline team, with its Dutch, German, Indian, and American members, also wants to reach a market ignored by the big game makers.
So it's like a really over-the-top, non-traditional basketball game that we've been developing.
This prototype is called Hooplums. Set on an American Indian reservation, players can design hooplums to look like themselves.
Make it so that children and anyone who picks up a game is able to identify with the characters. Why can't I have a Hispanic hero? Why can't I have a black hero? Why can't I have an Asian hero?
Their goal, entertain and educate gamers worldwide who have one thing in common, no matter their color.
I don't want to say we're all nerds and geeks, but I'm willing to say about 95% of us are.
The Streamline Studio team was assembled by the creators of a well-known 3D PC game called The Gunman Chronicles. New games coming from the studio are set to emphasize teamwork and collaboration between players rather than just destroying stuff, Chris.
Twin nerds, that's cool in itself, but outsourcing.
I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
Outsourcing is kind of big in the gaming industry, right?
It is. As the console powers are increasing and the technology is changing, designs that used to take just a couple of people now take a lot more than that. And as game makers rush in to meet their shipping deadlines, they end up outsourcing some of the game mechanics to smaller design houses, just like the folks over at Streamline Studios.
Okay, now I get it. Thank you very much, David.